Shalom, welcome to Rob on the Rock. I'm Rob Vanoff, and this week we continue with our focus on Psalm 1. So here we are looking at a 10th century manuscript of Psalm 1. It's very beautiful. You can see it in its entirety right here. And in two previous videos, we went over first verses 1 and 2 and then verse 3. Today we're going to look at verse 4, which contrasts with verse 3. And what it says here is, Likened hareshaim, not so the wicked. Ki im kamotz, rather he is like motz, kamotz. Remember, with the righteous man, it says v'chaya ka'etz, that he is like a tree. The wicked are contrasted as saying kamotz, like chaff. Asher tidfenu ruach, which the ruach, or which wind or spirit, drives away. So the contrast now with verse 3, we go back and we'll read, V'haya ke'etz, he is like a tree, shatul al palgei mayim, shatul al palgei mayim, planted or transplanted on the streams of water. And he, asher piryo yiten be'ito, remember that? He gives fruit in its season. Olehu lo yibol, its foliage or leaf will not wither. V'kol asher ya'aseha yatzliach, everything he does will prosper. Our verse today contrasts with that. Likened hareshaim, not so the wicked. Ki im kamotz, rather kamotz, motz, like chaff, Asher tidfenu ruach, asher tidfenu ruach, which the ruach drives away. So what a beautiful contrast we have between the righteous, who flourish like trees, and we'll see that in a forthcoming video when we look at the song for the Sabbath day, Psalm 92. The trees that are planted in the house of Adonai, and they bring forth fruit, not so the wicked. It says they are like motz, like chaff, asher tidfenu ruach, which the ruach drives away. So we read this psalm and we see those who trust God read this as food for our own souls, and we realize, wow, we are like the righteous. And those who are wicked reject God's Torah. They're not interested in meditating on the Word of God. Rather, they want to be among the groups of people in the very opening verse that we saw. If we remember, it says, Ashrei ha'ish asher lo halach ba'atzat reshaim. Well, if the righteous lo halach, did not walk there, who is walking ba'atzat reshaim? It's the reshaim, it's the wicked. B'derech chataim, they are in the way of sinners. Those are people who also, they sit b'moshav leitzim, in the seat of scorners, as it says, uvmoshav leitzim. So there's two paths, the path of the righteous and the path of the wicked. And what we're seeing in Psalm 1 is a clear and very beautiful poem, and song even, laying out this contrast. So one more video to go in Psalm 1, and we will finish and read all the verses together. So thank you for joining me on this adventure through the Word of God. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to Rob on the Rock, and you'll get the notices every time I have a new video. Shalom.